the canonization of the Bible is canonized in a way that you tend to call the Old Testament the law, but it's not all part of the Old Testament that is the law. All right. So when we look at the canonization of the Bible, all of the Old Testament book, Genesis to Malachi, is not the law. We call it the law by canonization, but not all of it is about the law. Because when you read the book of Hebrews, the Bible tells us that that this particular, before the law came, the promise was already available. So you see God demonstrating his interaction with man based on promises more of the time in the Genesis. So the law actually came from the book of Exodus, and not even Exodus chapter 1 to 13. It is when you start reading from chapter 14, 15, 16, down to the other chapters that you begin to see the law. Now, when we look at this law, the law is categorized into about 4 departments. We have the moral laws, we have the ceremonial law, which are the religious laws. Also, let me just talk about those 2 things. Now, this law, the moral laws, they are laws that we engage in human interaction, how to treat your neighbor right, and all that. Those are moral laws. It's part of the law that God gave Moses. Then we have the ceremonial laws. These are the laws that has to do with worship. Before you come into the house of God, you have to wash your clothes, you have to wash your feet, you have to slaughter an animal, and all that. So that's why the Bible says the law came by Moses, grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. Now that Christ is around, part of the law has been done away with, have been fulfilled. And the only part of the law that have been fulfilled among all the laws are the ceremonial laws, which we also call the religious law. Those are the